everyone, my name is Kelsey Rice. I work at Augusta Ranch Hair Studio, a Paul Mitchell focus salon, and have been here for about 5 years. What I love about Paul Mitchell, it's true to its name. You see the founders' faces all over, starting off with new products, continuing with business classes, helping hairstylists, and helping the economy all over the world. None of their products affect our environment. If anything, they help sustain it and improve it on a day-to-day basis, and the people that are around. What I love also about it, it's great for our clients to use. It's an easy selling point. We don't even have to sell it. It sells itself. They see it, they know what it's about, and we know what it's about. We can believe in the name, and so can they. And with my client today, she is a color-treated client, going from an ombre, about darker blonde to lighter blonde. So what we used the blonde shampoo and conditioner. It has the Kera Active ingredient in it and the safflower plant, so it helps close down her cuticle. Especially being blonde here in Arizona, it's extra dry, and we need that moisture to kind of close it down. For our style today, I'm going to do more of a textured beach wave with a bohemian braid. The biggest misconception with the textured look is people want it to be messy, but it still needs to have style. So with that, I'm going to use the Awapui Mirror Smooth. It has the Abyssinian oil in it to help close down that cuticle and give it the shine, but also let me play with that texture after I have it dry. It's just a couple pumps of this. And I don't want it to weigh down her hair, so I just want to run it through that mid-shaft ends and then a little bit through that hairline. Not a whole lot. I like to finish with that product too, so I use less in the beginning and finish it after it's blown dry, after I've finished my look. Put this in here. And then also what I love is the Hydro Mist Blowout Spray with the Awapui. It helps cut down that drying time, still kind of protecting the hair. The more protection, the better. It's never going to hurt it to keep protecting it, add more products on. That's the great part about Paul Mitchell. You can cocktail multiple things together. It's never just one line or just one product that you have to use. And then, instead of using a root lifter, I like to use the Awapui Sea Salt Spray because it gives me that grit I want without having that waxy kind of filmy residue. So it's just going to lighten it up, and it smells awesome, so they definitely enjoy it. Run right through the scalp. Mainly where I'm just going to have that volume lift points. I'm not really going for that smooth, slicked out look. I want it to be gritty, I want it to have that texture, but I still want it to have a style. I don't want it to look like she rolled out of bed and that's how she left. I want her to still feel finished and have a look. And she does part down the middle, so we're not going to really give an exact part right now. I'm going to section her off. And I want to start at the bottom because she has finer hair, but a lot of it. So I want to start at the bottom so I'm getting all that dry under here, so when I finish with that top, it can rest on top of that dry hair and it's not pulling it down by drying this first and then working to the bottom. Section off here. Use the Express Ion blow dryer. What I love about this is clients see it, they see the screen, like, what is that? And you have so much choices of deciding hot, cold, high speed, low speed. It's not just 3 choices and you're done. It gives you a lot more room to move. Hi guys, so we finished blow drying her hair. I just did a bottom section of the curls to start with. I'm going to be using the hot off the press just to protect against the iron work. Like I said, even though everything else we've been using is protecting the hair, it doesn't hurt to add some more. And because we're doing a more textured look, I want it to be lived in more style than be really formally set. I'm not going to be pinning these curls. This is the 1-inch Neuro Unclipped. And what I like to do is wrap the hair on top of itself. That way it's almost doing the act of me pinning it and doing a set without having to do that step. Hold it in my hand for a few seconds and then let it drop. And I'm not going to run my fingers through it until I'm completely done curling the entire head. That way it sets and it cools in that relaxed state, so it's going to stay that way until she washes it the next. Wrapping around and just barely tucking. Turn her here. Barely tucking that end underneath. Not going right at the scalp just because I don't want it to be a kinky curl right at her scalp. other section. And now we're gonna do the entire head and we'll come back and finish it with our braid. Hi guys, so we finished curling. I already relaxed this side and started my braid on this side, so now I'm gonna show you this side. All I'm doing is just a standard fishtail, braiding it into, and I'm gonna kind of create an infinity symbol using the braids. So just slightly relaxing the hair and kind of just going with the way the hair wants to go, not really having, it's going to have an idea of what you want to do, but be prepared if the hair wants to go one way, let it go that way. Don't have to fight it too much. And then we're just going to be putting this fishtail together, and then we're going to pull it apart to kind of create that more bohemian texture, pulled out effect, but still not compensating the style. So you can kind of see more of a figure 8 fishtail braid. And just crisscrossing, you know, you can do a swirl, create a flower, just see where the hair wants to go at the time you're doing it. And now with the rest of the curls, I'm just going to slightly spray the Stay Strong. It's part of the Express style. I love the smell of this product line, but far enough away it still lets me run my fingers through it. So you can still see I have all that texture. You know, it's not completely smooth, but there's still shine, so it's still a style. It's not that she woke up and ratted her hair up and went out the door. It still has a look to it, still has movement to it, a purpose, but still kind of lived in, more loose, messy. I call it the formal messy style, because I don't like saying messy, but it still has shape. The front. From the front. It's not taking too much because I don't want it to be all face. Still have some hair in the front there. You can see the infinity braid again. Yeah, that's my style for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really have always wanted to be an educator with Paul Mitchell, and this opportunity has come at a perfect time. I want to inspire others just how I have been inspired, and what more being so great with Paul Mitchell is being with Paul Mitchell and being able to teach and expand on this wonderful company and brand to much more hairstylists and people. Thank you again.